Hey, good morning, guys. Today I like to talk about manifesting and the how. The how is none of your business, and in this movie, I will be covering why it is so and how you can manifest instead. Because how do you manifest if there's no how? So, guys, before we dive into it, I like to explain the differences between the physical mind here and the higher mind, your non physical part, the divine, so to speak. So, the physical mind is designed to perceive reality and reflect it back to us and to show us, give us feelings, thoughts, beliefs, to see what we are the vibration of. So we know where we are in our frequency. The physical mind can also see back, look back how things have had unfolded until now. The physical mind is not it's not a responsibility for the physical mind to see how things will unfold from tomorrow. Even though the physical mind could imagine how things will unfold, it does not it has not the capacity to really make that happen for tomorrow, right? That is the task from the higher mind, the non-physical mind. The non-physical mind has carved us a path out how things will unfold for us in the next few days or next few years, next few months, based on what we desire to live. So you can see this too as, let's say, if you like to say, okay, I would like to go to a certain place. Let's say you would like to walk from one side to the other side of a mountain, and you look on the plan and you think, okay, this is the shortest road, 5 kilometers, for example, two bridges, and I will get there in 1 or 2 hours. Then the higher mind says, hey, there is another road which is 7 kilometers, three bridges, and blah blah blah, which is actually the path for you to take in order to get to your desires, to your destination. But the physical mind doesn't know how that path look like, because maybe the higher mind already know that there's a bridge there that is broken on the shortest path, which causes you to go back to your origins and follow the longer path. So the higher mind knows already that there's a bridge broken, so you don't have to take a certain path, a certain direction into your life, which is not serving you for for the unfolding of your desires. So the more you can listen to your higher self, knowing that this is the path for you to take to get where you need to be, to learn certain things, to let synchronicities fall in places and become that future desired version in the fastest way, then the magic starts to happen. So the higher mind communicates with us through the voice, what we call excitement. So every moment you feel excited about doing something, and the more you're listening to your excitement, the more you start to feel that this is really a voice in you. Sometimes it's through feelings, sometimes it's through thoughts, sometimes it's inspired ideas, things, and the more you tune into that, and the more you give trust and value to this voice, the easier the co-creations become between the higher mind and the physical mind, and then things will speed up in synchronicities. It's like crazy, and but we lost that voice so much through like education system, jobs, economic systems, cultures, religious. We are so planned or so thrilled by society to do in a certain ways as they should, right? You have to go to do this, have to do this. But if you look careful to nature, animals and things, they just do what they do. They just blend into nature and following up that is the desire, their desire. And we as a humankind are given with the capacity to think, okay, do we stay in a physical mind, or are we following up our intuitive guiding system? And the more we tune into the desires, what we like to live, the more we are in the deserving energy to let that feel that we are deserving of future desired version, and the more we're listening to our higher self, that gives us inspired ideas, and the more we say to the critical mind, say, hey, listen, we're going to listen to the higher mind, and you as a physical mind, you give me information back about your life circumstances, how you feel in a negative and positive way, and this is the optimization data that we call contrast, and we're going to eliminate our limiting thought during the path, and we carve out a, an unfolding that is perfect. So if you can be the observer of your critical physical mind, and let him, you know, do its task, and not let him try to make things happen, and let him just be for who he is, and say, okay, sometimes I'm listening to you, you want to have this unfolding, you think something has to happen like this, life circumstances are seemingly not to your benefit, but the higher mind, let the higher mind talk to you, and let him give you the life lessons to the physical mind that it needs to learn in order to level up the frequency to get where you want. And in that seemingly imperfection, there's the perfection, because if in that life circumstances is that happening at any moment, the things that come up, the traumas, the negative emotions, these are the things that resurfacing right now as a result of your leveling up in your frequency by following up your true desires, what you like to live. So this is the chunk of negativity that comes up as a result of tuning in. So if you right now, this contrast can release and see what kind of negative emotions are on top of what your limiting beliefs of who you are, then you can shift them, and then you natural shift to your desired version. And this is what we cover in my coachings a lot, and how to really do that work. Because you keep if you keep leveling up to your desired version, you know, beautiful life circumstances happen, and then something seemingly negative happens, that, you know, you've been like you're dating a beautiful woman, beautiful man, and then something happened that triggers you, you know, something that's seemingly not good, and then you close down the door and you end the relationship, and you say, okay, it meant to happen like this, it was not, something happened. And you might repeat this pattern over and over in time. You think, I've just have bad luck. Here's the thing, in that trigger at that given moment, there could have been the lesson to go through it and transform it and release it and continue that path. But that is the courage you need to face, and also being alert enough to see where you're sabotaging, where the physical mind sabotaging you, because the physical mind wants to keep you in the state of, in the identity where you are. So your desires have to be strong enough, otherwise the ego in a negative way will win it. And I just want to bring this in. And personally, I get more and more in line with my higher mind, and let it carve out that path. And it does, it's not saying this is the easy thing, you know, because I've been grown up so much in a strong stigmatic dogmatic area, and family, I really had to discover that whole voice within me again, and learn to listen to that. And I was, as a child, I was by school systems and the environment so much judged about my unique, authentic way of following up my excitement and expression. I'm physical, quite dynamic, and the school systems were really like trying to hold me in that structure, which is absolutely not the structure that belonged to me. So I had to release a lot of trauma around the belief that I could follow back my highest excitement. And but when we got back to that, then the synchronicities really unfold, guys. And for me, this is the biggest gift I have discovered through maybe the suffering that I had before, to to get in that in that line. And I can encourage you to try to opening up this channel more and more every day. See, okay, maybe you think, oh, some people say I don't really have an excitement, but there's always a little bit of an excitement. And the more you practice excitement, the more it will come to you. So maybe you can just start with the idea, I'm getting excited by getting the idea of getting excited, right? And for example, in the morning, you have the excitement to wake up. In the morning, you have maybe the excitement to go to the toilet. You have the excitement to take a coffee rather than a tea. These are already, prefaces that you feel excited about doing. And the bigger you dare to dream about your manifestations, the bigger the excitement steps will come. Like, okay, oh, I want to be self-employed. I want to maybe quit this job. Ooh, I'm getting excited about the idea of quitting this job. And maybe at some point you get the excitement of actually doing it. Right? So, and that leads to a path that is like action by action, excitement by excitement. And you can only really take the right actions when you are in line and you are following that inspired action voice. If you do things for the outcome or for a future image, you will not enjoy the path as much as you do it in allowing state, in inspired state. Because in another level, physical reality is just it's just a reflector. It's just mirroring back what you're emitting. And from the physical standpoint, there's even not something you have to do in order to attract a different reality. It's that powerful. But we do take actions because it helps us to crystallize our beliefs. And when we crystallize these beliefs and it crystallizes, then we become a different frequency. So the reality is still an action-based plane, although we can manifest instantly if we can believe that up, right? So guys, I hope this was helpful. If you like it, feel free to subscribe. I will be posting more movies soon, and I wish everybody a beautiful, crazy day. Ciao.